3 Instagram strategies for car salesmen. Check it out. What's going on, guys? It's Corey. So I want to talk about 3 Instagram strategies that you can use if you're a car salesman so you can start generating your own business and pretty much bringing in your own traffic, right? When I first got started in the car sales industry, Instagram was my primary source of social media when it comes to lead generation, right? I got into Facebook a little bit later, but Instagram is originally where I started, right? This is where I started branding myself, started really building that name for myself. And I'm going to tell you a few of the strategies that, worked for me, along with some new strategies as well that I came across that worked later on. Instagram is a huge reason as to why I was able to make over $150,000 in my first full year selling cars at the age of 20, right? It's because I was able to brand myself and use a lot of these strategies and tactics to get in front of more customers, right? Get more people reaching out to me, get a lot more referrals, right? And then people would come in, say, hey, I'm here to see Corey. And then that's how I was able to sell a lot of cars, right? I didn't have to sit outside, wait for the dealership much. So let's jump into number one. Number one, first strategy is going to be DM followers and engagers. So if somebody follows you or likes any of your posts, then 9 times out of 10, that means they have some type of interest in what you're doing, right? And if you're creating content with the way that we teach you on this channel, which is to create content that positions you as the authority, the trusted advisor, you can start building trust with your marketplace. Then if somebody is following you, either they're in the market for a vehicle, either they're going to be in the market for a vehicle very soon, maybe they know someone that's in the market for a vehicle. So what I would do is I would DM followers or engagers, anyone that follows my page or likes my content, I'll DM them and I'll send them a video. So I'm actually going to take into my phone, kind of just show you an example of, how to DM them the correct way, maybe if you don't know how to do that. And then 2, what type of video you should be sending them as well, right? Because it's rather simple. So the video will look something like this. Hey, what's going on? It's Corey. So I just wanted to reach out to say I appreciate you shooting me a follow. Listen, if you're currently in the market for a vehicle, or maybe if you know anyone who is, feel free to reach out. I'm looking forward to help you with anything that might be car related, right? Once again, if you know anyone in the market, by the way, referrals are paying up to $200 for every single person that you send my way, and I'll be happy to take care of them and also compensate you as well. So have a blessed day. So it can pretty much be something as simple as that, right? Where you introduce yourself, you evaluate to see if they're in the market for a vehicle or not, or maybe if they know somebody, right? And you pretty much tell them, hey, if they're in the market for a vehicle, feel free to reach out. And if they know somebody, feel free to send them your way and you'll compensate them, right? Whatever referrals pay for you up at your store, it can be $50, it can be $100, it can be $500, right? So it depends. You'll just plug that in. What's going on, everyone? So a lot of you may be interested in figuring out how you can sell more cars and just make more money in general. Listen, click the first link in the description to join the Smarter Salesman University community. Once again, click the first link in the description to join the Smarter Salesman University community. I'm looking forward to helping you out, see if we can share some nuggets with you. More importantly, looking forward to meeting you. Let's get back to the video. And you basically make that video one time. This is not something that you need to record and personalize for every single person. You make this video one time, and every new follower that you get or somebody that engages with you, right, comments or likes your post, whatever the case may be, and you can just send that to them in the DMs, right? All right, so DMing Instagram followers and engagers, right? This one is fairly simple. Like I said, right, you're gonna pretty much have one video that you already pre-recorded, and then you're just gonna check out your followers, the people who like your post, and then you're just gonna send that over to them, right? So on this page, let's just go to our followers. All right, let's just say, okay, I wanted to message this guy here. I'll just send them a DM right there. If they follow you, their DM should be open, right? And then you'll just say, appreciate the follow, right? And then you just literally send them this video that you pre-recorded. Now, in your case, make sure that obviously you're not recording this video in your house. You probably should do it on your car lot, right? If you're walking the lot, you send that video over to the customer so they can just see that you're active. So yeah, that's pretty much it for DMing Instagram engagers and followers. Like I said, that strategy is pretty simple, right? You record a video one time. Anybody that comes, from your content or from your ad, if they shoot you a follow, then you should probably message them, DM them, introduce yourself. You let them know what you do, who you can help, and also let them know about your referral program, right? So that way they can have some type of incentive for sending someone your way. So number 2 is going to be collaborate with customers, right, on Instagram. So collaborating with customers, this is one that I don't see too many car salespeople doing, and it's one that's been working extremely well, right? So Instagram has the feature to where if you were to post something, you can collaborate with another account, and essentially that post would now be apparent on both of your feeds, right? So what does that do? If you sell a car with a customer, right, and this customer is on Instagram, right, then if you sell them the car, you take a picture with them like the way I would typically do, right? You're in the picture with them, they got the car behind them, they're celebrating, they're happy, right? You can collaborate with them, so you can invite them to that post and have them accept it on on their end to where now that post is going to be displayed on both of your feeds, which means that their followers are now going to see you as well, right? So now if their followers are seeing your post, well, guess what? If they just seen their friend or their family member, whoever might be seeing that post from them, if they just seen that person just buy a vehicle, well, chances are they're probably going to follow you, right? Where then you can DM them as well. Or maybe they're in the market for a vehicle, right? And then they're going to come to you. And also that's an easy way for you to get referrals, right? Because if they're currently in the market for a vehicle and they just see you help somebody that they know, well, guess what? They're more than likely going to reach out to you as well, right? So collaborating with customers is extremely big. I mean, these posts that you're going to make as well, if you collaborate, you'll see that they get a lot more engagement than your typical post because you're just getting a lot more eyeballs on that post, right? So collaborate with your customers is extremely useful if you do it the correct way and if you're consistent with it. So we're gonna actually jump into my phone where I can show you some examples and also how to do it as well. All right, so now I'm gonna show you how to collaborate with customers, right? And like I said, if you go on my page, you'll see a lot of these posts here, right? They're collaborated with other accounts, right? So it's multiple people that's collabed on them. And this is why a lot of them get a lot of engagement and a lot of people reach out to me and follow me because they've seen me on other people's profiles from collaborating with them. So let me show you how to do it. So essentially you're just gonna make a post like normal, right? Let's say I wanted to post this picture here. Click next, and then you put your caption and your description, all of that. Same thing that you would normally do when you're making a post, right? But then where you see it says tag people, right? You're not gonna tag them. You're gonna click this button here where it says invite collaborators. And this is where you search their account, find their account. So obviously you get your customer's Instagram, username before they leave, right? So that way you can invite them and then they're gonna have to go on their end and accept it. So just because you invited them doesn't mean that they automatically are collaborating with you. You're gonna make sure that they accept it, right? And then once they accept it, then it'll be displayed on both of your feeds, right? Which is where pretty much the magic happens from there. So that's how you collaborate. It's very simple. You make the post, invite them, make sure they accept the invite, and then boom, now you're gonna be displayed on both your feed and your customer's feed as well, which is a good way for you to get more exposure and also some referrals coming your way. All right, so number 3 on this list is personally my favorite. This is the one that got me the best results, especially early on, right? And that is going to be boost ads. So essentially, what are boost ads, right, on Instagram, right? If you were to make a post, and I'm gonna show you some examples of a post that I would make essentially like it's an ad, right? I would make an ad post and then I would boost it on Instagram. And when you boost it, what you do is you simply amplify the amount of people that are gonna be seeing it, right? Because you're paying for it, right? Because this is a paid strategy. So you're gonna amplify the amount of people that are gonna see it, especially if you target the right area, which should be around your dealership or the cities that are near your dealership, then the right people will see it. And if you are saying the right things in your ad, to actually gain their interest, then you should get a lot more leads and a lot more people reaching out to you, also a lot more followers as well. So boost ads were definitely by far the best strategy for me when it came to using Instagram to generate leads, simply because I was getting in front of more people so much quicker and so much more consistently, right? It's also predictable, right? If you're paying for leads, then Instagram is going to, boost your posts in front of people, right? The algorithm is going to serve your content to more people, which means that you're going to get more attention. And if we already know that sales is just a numbers game, the more people that sees you, the more opportunities that come your way, the more opportunities means the more leads equals more shows equals more sales. It's very simple. So we're actually going to jump into the computer this time, because if you're going to be boosting a post on Instagram, it's advised that nowadays you do it from a laptop or computer, because if you do it from your phone, and I believe if you have like an iPhone, you're going to get charged extra for that. So if you do it on your computer, then or laptop, whatever the case may be, then you shouldn't be charged extra. So we're actually gonna jump into that. Let's do it. All right, so let's get into boosting an ad, right, on Instagram. So if I scroll down, let's see if I can find an ad that we can boost. So I can just show you an example. First, I'm gonna show you an ad example, and then I'm gonna show you actually how to boost as well, right? So this would be an ad that I would want to boost.
Car guy, listen, if you're currently employed or self-employed and get pay stubs or bank statements and need a car, DM me right now. We work with good credit, bad credit, no credit, it doesn't matter. Remember, as low as $500 to $1,000 down can get you in a car and get up to 90 days before you make your first payment. So if you're interested, DM me and I'll take care of the rest.
So that's just one ad, right? That's like one of the scripts that we use. It's not the best one, right? We have multiple other offers that you can run, especially if you're in SSU, but let me show you exactly how to boost it. So you'll see if you're on your laptop, like I said, you should be on your laptop doing this, right? So that way you don't get charged or billed extra for running it. You'll just click boost reel after you post it. The call to action that I want people to usually take is to message me, right? So I can get a lead. When you click message, and then special requirements, I would put financial products and services, so credit. But before I do that, right, I want to select my audience first. Let's say I just created a new one, right? Let's just say I created a new audience. Essentially what I would do, you give it a name. I'll put like locals car interest. location, see if you can find your dealership's actual address, right? I wanted to find my dealership. If you can't find your dealership's address, what you would do, or you can type your dealership's address. Let's see, 1841. Boom. So if you can find your dealership's address, then you would put about a 20 to 25 mile radius around your dealership, right? I'll say just stick to 25. You put 25, and then once you have that, you'd save it. If you can't find your dealership's address, what you do is you'd pretty much put every single city. So you'd go regional, right? And then you put every single city that's local to your store where customers typically come in to buy cars from you, right? So that way you can hit those markets, right? And then over here, audience suggestions, you could just leave this broad nowadays. The algorithm, Instagram and Facebook both, they have very smart algorithms. They're all actually the same platform. It's all Meta. So Meta has a very smart algorithm where, you know, based off of what you're saying in your ad, based off your ad copy, based off the visuals, they can pretty much find people who are going to be interested in the market for what is it that you're offering, right? So that you can just save that audience, right? And then you come down here and then you select your budget. I would recommend anywhere from 10 to maybe up to $30 or $40 a day. Depends on, you know, one, what you can afford, and two, you know, depends on the performance of the ad, right? So I'll probably say start it off maybe anywhere from 10 to 15, see the performance. If it's getting you a bunch of leads consistently, you think you can handle more, then you can, you know, come back and edit the budget and increase it. Then I'll just select the option where it says run this ad until I pause it, right? And then I'll boost it. And then it's going to go through an approval process. Once it gets approved, it'll be live, and then your ad is essentially going to be boosted to people that are local to you for areas that you're hitting. And then people are going to start messaging you constantly and consistently, right? This is how you just start getting an influx of leads. Like I said, this strategy here was by far my favorite one out of the three because it just was the most predictable, was the most efficient, and the most effective.
So every single strategy on this list definitely is important, and they all work, especially if you put in the time and the effort, right? So like I said, number 3 is personally my favorite, but every single one, if you were to implement them in unison and do them all at the same time, you will consistently see people reaching out to you, people, you know, messaging you, people wanting to come in and see you, right? Which is essentially what we're doing this for, is to market yourself, brand yourself to get in front of more people and have them come to the dealership. So leave a like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you all next video. I'm glad you made it to the end of the video. I got 2 options for you. You can either watch the next video, or you can click the first link in the description to join the Smartest Salesman University community if you're ready to take your car sales career to the next level. I'm looking forward to helping you out, see if I can share some nuggets with you. More importantly, looking forward to meeting you. Have a blessed day.